All right, Bitcoin update. Let's get straight into it. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video. Trading is risky and it can cause substantial financial loss. There is no guarantees of making money in the markets, and trading is the most hardest thing you'll ever do, and it takes a long time to become a good trader. So this video is just educational only. All right, hey traders, hope you're doing well. Let's get straight into a bit of a Bitcoin update. I've had so many people ask me about Bitcoin, and I want to I want to give you a bit of an update on what I think about Bitcoin and what's happening with Bitcoin right now. Now, for starters, firstly, I want you guys to go back to YouTube and type in John Howe Bitcoin bubble and stuff like that, and you realize, I was talking about this with my private clients recently, you realize how I identified this as a bubble. Okay, if you didn't recognize this as a bubble back late last year, don't be ignorant. Just say, okay, what did I do wrong? What did I miss? How can I spot a bubble next time, right? Learn from it so you can benefit from it. So how can I spot a bubble next time? Ask yourself that. And if you were part of that, don't be, because ignorant, you don't want to be ignorant, right? It's like, okay, man, did I screw it up there, right? You know, yes, I did buy Bitcoin and market did sell off and et cetera, et cetera. So, and then what you want to do is then you want to say, okay, how can I learn from that to get better? And that's how we get better, right? You're never going to achieve your greatest dreams, goals, relationships, money, finances, your trading ability. You're never going to reach those goals unless you can consistently say that to yourself. What did I do right? That worked. And what did I do wrong? That didn't work. And being honest with yourself on a continuous basis is the only way for self-improvement, for you to get better each and every single day. How do you think a basketball player, or how do you think a football player, or how do you think any of these superstars that make the top grades of their field, how do you think they get there? Do you think they one day wake up and suddenly they're a good trader? Or good trader, or they're there? No. What happens, right? They go out there and they kick if it's a football, right? They kick the football around. It's like, that didn't work. Then they try it 1,000 times. It's like, oh, look, if I do this with my foot and so on and so forth. So, if you want to be really good, the most important part, and I know it's painful because sometimes we have so much shit down there, don't we? It's like, I don't want to go there. But, you know, the whole thing about the truth will set you free. Sometimes we just need to go down there that way and just say, you know what? What's this truth? What is this truth? So, anyway, guys, a bit of a Bitcoin update. When I always look at a chart, and I know some people always say this, and it's just, and if you just look at don't look at the chart as an emotional thing, look at the chart as a logical thing. All right, now, yes, I know the bars are up and down, there's a lot of emotion because it's money, so on and so forth. But I want you to look at the bars, or look at what we call the highs and lows, and just say to yourself, and this goes for any market out there. It really doesn't matter what market is out there. Now, if you're trading cryptos right now and your chart looks like what I'm about to show you, and you're buying Bitcoin, sorry, you're buying these cryptos, you have no idea how long these cryptos are going to keep going down for. All right. So what I'm talking about here is when I look at these cryptos and I look at these markets through here, the first thing I must say is that if I go to my weekly chart here, let me go back to my weekly chart here for a minute. My big long-term weekly chart is actually starting to go down, but there's actually not a lot of bars there, is there? So let me go back to this daily chart here for a minute. Let me see if I can I reset that? There we go there. All right, cool. So, and what I always do is I always say who is in control at this very moment. Not, oh, look, we got a red candle, so sells are in control today. No. Who is in control? What's the big picture, small picture telling us? And every single time when we review the charts, we need to be identifying that one very question. Who is in control? Right? Because the fact of the matter is this, is that we want to be trading with who is in control. Now, when the sellers are in control, they continue to make lower highs. Okay, and when the buyers are in control, they continue to make higher lows. So, ever since this point, we had a lower high, okay, and a higher high. Who's in control here? Really, no one, right? Then the market runs down. It creates a what? It creates a lower high, creates a lower high, creates a lower high, creates a slight lower high, or basically almost a double top, but didn't make a higher high, did it? right? So at this very moment, buyers are in control. And a what? Another lower high. So if you were, and I know this sounds pretty simple in the scheme of things, but that's what we need to be looking at. It's like, okay, who is in control of this? So right now, if you're trying to buy Bitcoin, it's like, oh, Bitcoin's back down at 6,000. Let's buy it because I heard some idiot on YouTube say that, you know, you missed it at 6,000 and it was a gift and it went up to 12,000. No, now it's back down again. Let's buy it again there. It's like, no, forget those idiots, really, because you don't know, the sellers are telling you we're dropping this down. You don't know how low this is going to go. And again, if your crypto charts look like this, then you're trading against the overall market. You're trading against the people who moved this market, basically. Not you, not your little movement, you know. And even it's like, well, John, I have $1 million worth of Bitcoin. Who cares? It's a $1 billion market. You know what I mean? There's so much money moving these markets that we don't move the markets. So what you want to do is you want to understand the people that move the markets, the big guys, the people that are moving this, what are they thinking? And this is how you can tell what they're thinking at the time. Now, sometimes there's a big fight between the buyers and sellers. So they'll do this sort of lower high action and basically go sideways. But if they continue to make lower highs all the way down, then guess what? The buyers are in control. Now, I did think, if you guys have been watching before, I did think this may have been a head and shoulder. And what did I say? I said we need a break above 12,000 for it to be completed, right? It didn't be completed. It continued to make what? Another lower high. And a lower high, and we continue to roll down. So whenever we're viewing the charts, it really does come down to that one simple analysis. Who is in control of this market right now? And it doesn't matter whether it's a 1 minute chart, an hourly chart, they all form this pattern. Look at the highs, look at the lows. And if the market's making lower highs and lower lows, the sellers are in control. Don't fight that. Remember, when you're viewing that, you're viewing the big guys. You're viewing what the big guys, the people who move the market around, what are they thinking? Like right now, there's many stocks in the stock market right now that are starting to drop down, and they're starting to give a very good early warning sign that we're about to start a downtrend. And we've been going up since Donald Trump was elected. Don't be like that, okay? Don't be an idiot. Don't, you know. I think one of my mentors said, respect the market. Respect the market. And when you respect the market, you're just going along with it. If the market makes higher lows and higher highs, then there's an uptrend. So whenever I'm viewing the market, I always look at either one side of the trend. So what I mean by that is, on a downtrend, the market needs to make lower highs and lower lows, but the most important part is what? A lower high, a lower high. Like here, right? Lower high, lower high, lower high. We did make a higher high, didn't we? But the market kept pushing this down, and if we broke that higher high, then that'll be a change in trend. As you can see, we didn't do that. So lower high, lower high, lower high. And in an uptrend, the most important part is that the market continues to push these higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. If we break those higher lows, something is changing. Whether we're going through a sideways phase or we're changing the trend. So please use this as a guide, as a gauge. Whenever you're viewing the stocks, whenever you're viewing any market out there, remember, respect the market. And when you're respecting the market, when you're trading, make sure you're trading with the big guys. Now, I'm viewing a daily chart right now on Bitcoin. Now, obviously, there's different trends, right? So if I go to a 5 minute chart, there's going to be a trend with the 5 minute chart. There's going to be a trend with the hourly chart, a 15 minute chart, and so on and so forth. Makes sense? So, you know, if you guys are wondering, like, what is the best way to trade cryptos and stuff like that, then I teach that on my free webinar, and I teach the momentum strategy. In fact, for you guys that actually know my momentum strategy, you guys would actually know this here, right? You guys would see that there was a beautiful, beautiful setup just recently on the hourly chart. Look at this here. You guys probably can see this right here, right now, right? This was, for you guys that know my momentum strategy, there was nothing really through here, nothing really through here. And look at this here. This here was a confirmation breakdown bar. Now this one here was a entry setup for the momentum setup. and look at it run on. Majority of the time, these setups will run on for really, really, really nice profits. Majority of the time. It's just fantastic. It's phenomenal. So guys, very first link in the description, click on that. Go register for my webinar. Go check out the webinar. I'm going to teach you the 7 universal laws. I'm going to teach you all about trading. And I'm going to give you this system for free. I'm going to teach you it for free. You know what I mean? And then you can take it from there. So guys, I hope this really helps you out. I hope you understand when it comes to trading, when it comes to Bitcoin, when it comes to any of these markets, really know what you're doing. Okay, really, 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 really know what you're doing. Because trading can become simple, and it's unfortunate where what we have 90% of what we use on the chart and 90% of what is actually part of a charting package is total bullshit and useless. And it's robbing you from stopping, it's robbing you from moving forward. As you can see, right, I clear the chart of almost everything and then I just have a blank chart. Now, when I am trading, I also use 1 moving average and volume, or two moving averages and volume. But that's basically what we want to do there. Okay, that's basically what we want to do there. We want to try to keep it simple as possible. I hope this session has really helped you out. Guys, leave a comment in the chat box below. Let me know what you think about this session. Let me know where you think Bitcoin's going to go as well too.